Hey everybody, how's it going? RedEyedJedi here and welcome to FlareDaily. Please like, share, and subscribe for more fun crypto content. Now, before we begin, I do want to run something by you real quick. What if you work for a company called, like, say, FlareDaily? And you helped people, your customer service. How would you answer the phone? Would you answer it, hey, what's up? What do you want? Oh, hey, it's a Flare Daily. What's up? Me, I was going, someone call in and be like, Flare Daily, this is Red Eye. How can I help you? And I got a notification from upper management that said that sounded too scripted and it needs to change. Now you tell me, am I missing something? Is it like scripted? Someone calls in, I say that, and I it's not like I talk to all these same people over and over again. I talk to them once, maybe twice. Like, I don't know. So what is your opinion? I would like to know. And if you say red eye, oh look at I forgot to show this picture. This is me at work. Working Flare Daily. How can I help you? What? You don't have any more cookies? No. But anyways, let's go ahead. I'm sorry for taking up some random time. Let's go ahead and get in with our prices. So first up, we have the Flare IOU up 8.9%, trading at 92 cents with a high of 99. We have XRP up 6.51%, trading at 59 cents right now with a high of 63. And then we have Doge, which is up 3%, trading at 19 cents with a high of 22. And then we got Gala, which is down 4.11%, trading at 1 penny with a high of 0.0107. So, like, not a whole lot of fluctuation. Sorry, I don't know why I always get hiccups. I don't get them all the time at work. Sometimes I do, but maybe because I'm drinking coffee right now while I'm doing this. But then we have Casino Coin, which is down 5.71%, trading at 0.0033 cents. I swear we were here just not that long ago. We, go up and down, but it's like idling at that line, But then you have ADA Cardano up 3.88%, trading at $1.19 with a high of $1.33. So it looks like the market's finally waking up. I don't usually pull all this stuff up on here, but one of the videos I listen to in the morning, they talk about, the market cap for the day and where it's at, for the whole crypto space altogether. And just about a month ago, we were up in like the over $2 trillion, market cap. Now we're at like 1.2 or something like that, like, half of where we were a month ago. So that's why everything dipped, and everything, it's going to start going back up. We're waiting for everything to launch, waiting for everything to kick off. And unfortunately, there's nothing launching, or the stuff's not launching in July like we had hoped. So yesterday we had talked about Songbird launching within about 6 weeks from now. And then after that, who knows when Flare Network launches. So today I got some news on Flare Finance. But first, I figured we were going to go ahead and talk about some other stuff to lighten up the mood. Because today I was just like, are you kidding me? The way I greet people, I think is fine. Like, I don't know. felt like today was a little bit of a slow day. So I got to find something to complain about, and you got to complain about me. And I don't like that. So anyways, check this out. Master of the Universe Revelation. Now, I don't know if any of you are He-Man fans, if you even know what He-Man is. When I was a kid, we had He-Man toys. And He-Man was badass. You know. And then, you're growing up and your mom throws out all your toys and whatnot because, you're getting too big for them. And now they're probably worth a lot of money. Probably not, because I played with them. I played with my toys. I didn't leave them in boxes. But this right here is, I believe, a Kevin Smith. Yeah, I believe this is Kevin Smith's rendition of He-Man, Masters of the Universe. So, I'm very excited to see how they do this. Be very cool. It's on Netflix, so it could either be good or it could be crap. And if you've ever seen a Netflix movie, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Sometimes I don't even know why I bother. And then we have this. Check this out. Wanda becoming the Scarlet Witch, and He Who Remains realizing they crossed the threshold occurred at the same time in WandaVision and Loki finales. If you don't watch this, I'm just still, whatever. This is fun. I watched all of these, and it's cool the way they did it to where all this stuff, is working together. They made it to where they're working in conjunction, when she became the Scarlet Witch is the same time the timeline split for him. Crazy stuff. And if I'm, spoilers, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Stuff's been out for a while. You should have already watched it. And if not, I didn't spoil a whole lot because I didn't tell you anything that happens in any of the series. So, except for that part. Big deal. And then this, apparently Disney has this thing where there's some, like, I don't know, behind the scenes stuff and like stuff they didn't put in there. So cool to check out. I don't know if any of you guys have watched Loki, and if I'm sure a few of you have. So what are your thoughts? I thought it was pretty cool. I liked what they did. Now over here on Uphold, they did this morning, and then I just realized, that I had retweeted or I quoted the tweet instead of just commenting on this. So I don't know if I'll be part of their whole competition thing, but it was funny because it says it's competition time again. Caption this meme, funniest caption wins. We'll be sending out prizes to our 3 favorites. So this right here, they put BTC and VET. So I was like, okay, well, what do we do? Because it's VET and Bitcoin, which are like 2 like kind of different things. So, I put them together by doing this. You and your precious Bitcoin don't have a chance against the power of Vethor. Right now, my friends are setting up the most powerful network in the galaxy. Soon you will feel the full power of the flare-powered VET. I don't know. And then I thought about afterwards, I'm like, maybe I should have said, soon you will join, because we're going to end up bringing Bitcoin over to Flare, right? It's going to happen. I'm surprised it's not already there. And just so you know, for Songbird and any other freaking tokens they decide to start throwing out there, just got to let you know. If you don't have your tokens on a ledger or a decent wallet or, MetaMask, something where you hold the keys, you hold your crypto, if you're using an exchange, then it's up to the exchanges if you're getting those tokens. Now, Bitrue has already said they're going to support it 100%. And you know what? Props to Bitrue. I love you. That's awesome. Bitrue supporting it. So if you had any money, any XRP during the snapshot back in December 12th, 2020, then you will have Flare coming to you, and you'll have this SGB coming to you. And I don't know if there's another token coming out or not. We'll get there in a moment. But if you had your stuff in an exchange, it's up to those exchanges whether or not you get those tokens, right? So we have to ask them, put some messages out there. Hey, what's up? You gonna do this? So I did this one where it says, Uphold, will you be supporting Flare Network's Songbird SGB airdrop? Please say yes, because Uphold is awesome. And Uphold responded with, "Hi, it's not in the cards just yet, but never say never and keep your fingers crossed." And so that's why CryptoView over here put his fingers crossed, because it would be awesome if Uphold throws Songbird on there. That would be amazing. It would also be amazing if they added Casino Coin. Just saying. And then I also asked Nexo, and of course Nexo's not going to say nothing because Nexo is Nexo, and they only care about your money. At least to me, that's the way it seems. They don't ever respond to anything, and they're just kind of rude when they do talk to you. So, Nexo Finance, will you be supporting the Flare Network's Songbird SGB airdrop? So I would suggest retweeting these. Share them. Let's try to get these networks to pick this up, because we really want them to pick up Songbird, because that's just more tokens for us to use. And if you want to know what Songbird is all about, watch yesterday's video. I'll try to remember to put a pop-up right here sometime, and if it already popped up, well, then I did my job. Then go back to it. But anyways, I already made a video talking about Songbird. Oh, that wasn't yesterday's, that was 2 days ago. Yesterday, I did not make a video because I went over to Discord, and I saw Deep Space Flare, or Indy, from Discord, say that he was going up to Flare Finance, the Flare Finance Discord or whatever. He's going to go to voice chat, talk about Songbird. So I had popped in to listen to what they're saying. I didn't come in right at the beginning, so unfortunately I didn't get to hear everything that was said, but I did come in pop in to listen, and then eventually Indy noticed I was there. It's like, "Oh, hey, I see Red Eyes here." And then I started talking, and then I talked for a little bit, and Indy's going to put that video out soon so you can hear what was said. But, basically just mentioning Songbird, and from the article that I read, that it should be coming out from 6 weeks from when the article was written, which was just 2 days ago. So, yeah, there was that. I didn't make it because I was over there hanging out with everyone, and, did a little bit of talking, and yeah. Now we are going. Sorry, I had a long day. It was kind of, before I go on, it's one of those days where I'm trying to help people over the phone. And first of all, imagine trying to tell someone how to switch parts out on a computer over the phone, not seeing anything. Okay, now imagine having the tools to where you could actually, and I just realized this the other week, TeamViewer. So you could go and view other people's cameras, and then, I could see what's going on with their computer, and it kind of help them. And I keep telling this guy what to do, and he's just not getting it. And I'm like, right there, your finger is right against it. Just push against the board. And he's pushing down on the card and pulling on it a little, and I'm like, "No, dude, what are you doing?" So, long day. That, and then on top of, "Hey, you should change your greeting because it's too standard," or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if they want me to do a song and dance every time someone answers or what. But then I just start answering, "FlareDaily, how can I help you?" I don't want to be. But anyways, yeah, I don't want to sound like, some mean guy on the phone. I like helping everyone. I like being very helpful. So, but I get when people try to do a creative criticism, but yet it's not creative because they're not giving any input. They're just criticizing. It kind of annoys me sometimes because I just know they're nitpicking for no freaking reason. Anyways, Indy says, or Deep Space Flare, which is Indy, says, I wake up from a nap and I see this. There is a lesson in this, people. Don't sleep on Flare Finance. That's what I'm talking about. Tell me again who, what, tell me again who or what you are fighting for. And then it's Phoenix, not like that Phoenix. So pretty cool. I wish these tabs would tell me more, so I'm not double clicking things and trying to figure out where I'm at. Anyways, so Flare Finance says Flare Finance will launch the first experimental finance platform on the Songbird network, EXFI, EXFI. Read more on our Medium blog, which is where we're gonna go. So yay, another thing to learn. And I'm kidding. Sometimes it gets so exhausting. I wanted to take a break today again because I just had one of those days. And then it was like, oh, wait a minute. What? No, gotta do this. All right, so Flare Finance will launch first experimental finance XFI platform on the Songbird network. And TLDR is something like too long. It's a TLTR or something like that. It's too long to read or something like that, but I don't know. Flare Finance will be launching an XFI platform on the Songbird network. It will include FlareX, Flare Farm, Flare Loans. It will not include governance until main network launch, at which point holders of SGB and FLR will receive both SFLR and DFLR on each respective network. You will be able to participate and earn a bit of DFLR for using the XFI platform leading up to the launch of the main network platform. Now, forgive me for my attitude today. Yes, I am tired. Yes, there's new stuff launching back to back. Especially, I am a little frustrated with the fact that we were told Flare Network was going to be launching, right? And then we're waiting for Flare Network launch. And then they're doing this. And so they're giving us replacements and saying, here, be happy with this. Which, okay, yeah, I'll be happy. But, I wish you would at least tell us what's going on ahead of time. They are, I guess. But I felt like I was led on in a sense. So I'm a little annoyed. But I still love Flare and the Flare family. But, and this kind of confuses me now too, because this right here, they are, okay, so from my understanding, holders of SGB and FLR are going to somehow receive this SFLR. Not sure if there's going to be a snapshot. We'll read more and figure that out. But this DFLR thing kind of confuses me. From the whole beginning of when Flare was talking about doing the airdrop, they had originally stated that everyone that has the Flare token gets the D-Flare token, in a different drop. And you have 1 month to switch that D-Flare into Y-Flare. Okay, and then after that, they were going to burn all the D-Flare and it was going to be no more. But then I remember seeing something where then they're like, oh, well, we were thinking about it and we may change our mind and use it for something else. And now seeing this, I'm thinking they're using it for something else. So the problem with always trying to put out the Flare information accurately and quickly as possible is I put out information and then they change it on me, and then it's like, okay, so the information I put out before is now invalid because you've changed everything on us. Kind of like how everyone's getting it 15% and then we're doing this. Oh wait, no, now we're going to vote on it. Oh wait, no, now we're going back. Are we putting the cart in front of the horse? I hope not. All right. So, Flare Network has recently announced the move to launch a full-value experimental development network called the Songbird Network. Songbird allows for ongoing development and testing of future use cases for the upcoming Flare network launch. Songbird Network will run in parallel to the Flare network and act as a bleeding edge, fast-paced, anything-goes developer playground. Unlike other test networks, you may be familiar with the test network utility token, Songbird SGB. Will be fixed supply at launch with a 10% inflation per annum. This derives experimental value to the SGB token, as it requires some stake in the game to build, deploy, and ultimately use products on the network. Flare Finance has decided to follow in the footsteps of the main network and deploy an experimental playground of our own. Flare Finance will launch the first experimental finance or EXFI platform on the Songbird network, enabling developers to build, deploy, and test modules and scenarios for the EXFI platform. Not all products created on Songbird will make it to the Flare network, but it does provide a great opportunity to garner much needed attention to review two modules that do hope to be added to the Flare Finance platform in the future. Okay, upon launch of the Songbird network, Flare Finance will launch FlareX, Flare Farm, and Flare Loans ready for use with the SGB token. Holders of SGB will be able to create Canary Dollar, CAND, and canned using the Flare Loans platform. This in relation will be Yield Dollar, YUSD on the main launch. Additionally, holders of SGB will be able to swap it against CAND on FlareX or participate in liquidity pools to generate yield. Lastly, holders of SGB and CAND can participate in early reward staking on Flare Farm to earn a portion of the 1 million DFlare allocated for XFI staking rewards. Future products like Flare Mutual, Flare Wrap, Flare Mine will be available on the main network launch. Governance, YFLR distribution, YFIN farming, and the APY cloud will be pushed off until main network launch. This will allow proper time for the network and platform to adjust to any necessary changes before main network launch. This is written. Upon launch, fees generated will be split into three categories: liquidity provider fees, team fees, and APY cloud reserves. During the experimental phase, all fees generated will be split 90-8-2, respectively. Fees generated for the APY cloud will be converted into SGB and then into FLR and transferred to the APY cloud on the main network when time comes. This is to conserve the value of the APY cloud reserves and to distribute it with main network value instead of experimental value. All reserves will be distributed to governance stakers once the main network is launched. One quick second. Okay, apologize. I just had to pause real quick so I could go and see how much of this, because I opened the article, I pinned it, I did a quick browse of it, but so I just wanted to see how long this is going to be. So just know I'm going to probably go over the 30 minutes. So, pause it, watch the other half later if you don't want to listen to the whole thing right now, or I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing all this right now because it's a long day and I want to make sure we get this whole article covered today. And then this way it leaves me some time to read and discover things and try to understand more of what they're talking about. Because some of this, it's kind of like, to me, it reminds me of like a repair manual, the way it's written. So anyways, to reward participation in the EXFI instance of the Flare Finance ecosystem, 1 million Y-Flare will be repurposed from the Foundation Reserve Pool of 20 million Y-Flare. This 1 million Y-Flare will be reallocated to the initial DAO offering claim pool of 40 million Y-Flare, bringing the total to 41 million Y-Flare that can be claimed by holders of the 41 million DFlare tokens minted to represent ownership over the DAO offering claim pool. 41 million DFLR will be made available to claim the DAO offering pool of 41 million Y-Flare following main network launch. The 41 million DFLR will be allocated as follows. Maybe this will answer some of my questions. 40 million DFLR will be airdropped to holders of the FLR token on the 1 month anniversary of the Flare network main network launch. Example, if a Flare network launches September 1st, our snapshot would be October 1st. The claim ratio is yet to be determined until the final launch supply is announced by the Flare network. Now, the way they worded that right there, our snapshot, it's a snapshot of the accounts getting ready to drop the money. I don't know. Anyways, 1 million DFLR will be allocated to the EXFI rewards pool to be earned for participating in the first product suite available on Flare Finance EXFI. Participants will swap Songbird DFLR for Flare DFLR through our one-click swap portal upon mainnet release. This includes participating in the stabilization pool on Flare loans and participating in yield farming on Flare farms. 650,000 DFLR will be allocated to yield farming participants who stake in the SGB canned, and DFLR farming pools. Distribution will be rapid over 63 days and will allow for consistent testing of the yield farming protocol during this time. 350,000 DFLR will be allocated to the stablecoin and loan participants who mint Canary Dollar and stake it in the stabilization pools on Flare loans. Distribution will also be rapid over 63 days and will allow for consistent testing of the stablecoin and loans protocol during this time. Flare loans participants can earn SGB for liquidating nests that have fallen below acceptable collateralization levels. Exchanges may choose to trade a DFLR IOU, but it will have no further use case in the testnet ecosystem besides staking rewards until main network launch. Come main network launch, holders of DFLR on the Songbird network can migrate their DFLR to the Flare network and receive their main network YFLR tokens along with holders of DFLR already on the main network. The launch supply will now be 42 million YFLR. Are they like adding it up as they freaking wrote this? 40 million YFLR for the DAO offering, 1 million YFLR for the EXFI rewards pool, and 1 million YFLR unlocked from the team allocation. The beta program has been revised to fit into the upcoming release schedule. More information on this will be announced in a later article. Thank God at least they mentioned that, because I was sitting here reading this going, what the heck is going to happen with beta? Because if this is beta for Flare Finance, then that gets rid of our whole beta competition. And then what happens to those NFTs? Because I need me to get another one. So governance within the ecosystem. The EXFI instance of Flare Finance will launch without a governance portal to begin. This will allow the platform to be tested in a bare bones instance using only SGB. canned, and DFLR. The plan for launching governance will be approached in a backwards fashion. One main network is launched. Flare Finance will be launched in its entirety, including Flare Mine, Flare Mutual, Flare Wrap, Flare Governance, and APY Cloud. It is at this point that these products will also be added to the EXFI instance of Flare Finance on Songbird Network. Governance will begin together on both the main network and experimental network, and 1 month post-launch of the Flare network. A dual snapshot will take place. Holders of Flare or FLR will be entitled to their share of the 40 million DFLR, and holders of SGB will be entitled to their share of XFI governance token SFLR. So, there's another snapshot coming. So when Flare network launches, 1 month from that, they take the snapshot, and that is for this airdrop. I am so confused. So much information in 2 days. I'm sorry, brain melt. 1 month after the launch, okay, and they're going to explain what I was just confused about. Hey. 1 month after the launch of the Flare network, a snapshot of all available balances of FLR holders will take place. At this time, 40 million YFLR will be available for claim by holders of DFLR. Okay, so you can do the swap, which will be airdropped in place of YFLR. Additionally, 40 million SFLR will be airdropped to all the holders of SGB on the Songbird network. This means dual allocations, dual use cases, and dual opportunities. Holding both your SGB and FLR means you will receive both SFLR and Flare Finance EXFI and DFLR to claim YFLR for the Flare Finance main network. Holders of the SFLR will be able to begin mining SFIN from then on forth on the Flare Finance XFI, and holders of YFlare can begin to mine YFIN on the Flare Finance platform. SFlare and SFIN will serve as the secondary and primary governance tokens for the Flare Finance XFI ecosystem. SFIN being the primary and Flare being the secondary, I'm assuming. It will handle everything that YFlare and YFIN can do except being used on the experimental deployment network Songbird. The primary goal of SFlare and SFIN will to act as the governing body over new modules ready to be added to the XFI ecosystem. With proper use of governance, Flare Finance XFI will expand into a financial suite within this product's potential, hand-built by your very own community developers and open source contributors. Here's our conclusion, and then I'll give you my quick little rundown and we'll be out of here. So, conclusion: the future is bright for supporters of both Flare Network and Flare Finance. The Flare Network's upcoming launch of the Songbird Network will enable a developer's playground for XFI potential to blossom. With the XFI comes some risks, such as loss of experimental value that a user may or may have traded main network digital assets for, and or hacks and bugs that may occur on new products in the space. Flare Finance will deploy on both the XNet and mainnet to offer a dual platform approach to holders in the ecosystem. This dual platform approach will enable new products to build and expand while leaving much of the risk to the XNet and passing the battle-tested products onto the mainnet. Now breathe. Take it in. That's a lot of information. New tokens, new network, new governance, new airdrops, new snapshots, new stresses and betas and lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Oh, caramba. Okay, so I'm going to do some more research on this, but basically, Songbird is going to run like Flare Network, and your EXFI experimental finance network will run like Flare Finance. Just everything will handle these networks before they go to the other networks, because these networks are made to be broken and tested till we are able to get to those networks. Kind of, you know, I don't know, the whole, it's a great idea. Don't get me wrong, these are great ideas. Just the way everything has happened, where they didn't tell us anything about it, and to me it seems like they just woke up one day and said, hey, you know what we need to do? We're not ready to launch this because we're still testing our network and we need to figure this out. And so then they said, okay, let's copy everything and we'll just change these values to this, and voila, it's the same at the beginning. And then they're gonna kind of go the same route, except for the fact that Songbird, and so Songbird, when they mentioned it, they said there's no guarantee they're going to keep the network going, and what's going to happen to it. It's going to be hacked. People are going to. The goal is to break the network and everything else. But then they're also talking about trying to build it to be a better network than Flare Finance, in a way where it's going to have more technologies that might not make it over because it has to work here before there. So then that means the network has to be strong enough here for you to even want to put anything there, right? Like, it kind of confuses me on what they're talking about as far as a test net. Because I understand a test net and having test tokens and doing it, but they're trying to talk about having test net tokens with a real value, which is odd. And the way they're kind of going about this is kind of odd. But you know what? I've been here since the beginning. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm going to be here learning with you guys. I'm going to be trying to take in as much of all this information, and then I'm going to try and teach everyone what I've gathered and make sure we all reach a consensus and that we're good, so we could teach everyone else. So, with that being said, everyone, I thank you for this very long video. You guys made it 37, 38 minutes. You are all awesome. Thank you so much for making it this far. I appreciate it. I'm done. You guys have a great night. Let me know what your thoughts are too. Do you think and I hope none of my work's listening and I'm going to get in trouble for this crap, because I did change the name of the company, so there's no correlation to them, so they have no reason to complain. So, and if they do, I don't know what to tell you. Get over it. What are your guys' opinion? Do you think they're overreacting, or do you think I should change it up? And if I should change it up, what should I say? Let me know down in the comments. Good night.